Okay, so I wasn't expecting to be back here this soon, but we got some more news for Pokemon Legends ZA as well as Pokemon Champions, TCG Pocket, Pokemon Unite, and all that. So the first part of this video will just be me going over the news we got, and then the second part will be closer to the video that was released early July, where I'm talking about my thoughts of all the news we've gotten since the last time I did one of these. So it's going to be a merging of the two. So hold on, just give me a second. I got to get this right. I actually have music on in the background, so I'm not just talking in pure silence, at least for me. So the World Championships, Pokemon World Championships, they happened over the weekend. This video likely will come out today, so yeah, they happened over the last weekend. For future reference, it is the 18th when I'm recording this. And usually we get news for the upcoming Pokemon games when Worlds ends. With Scarlet and Violet, that was the introduction of Cyclizar and a new move called Shed Tail. In 2023, it was the reveal of the Paradox forms for Raikou and Cobalion, and their new moves, as well as the news that the starters would all be coming back in the Indigo Disc for the DLC of the game. In this world's case, we did in fact get some Legends ZA news. So, we're going to start with... we're going to start with not ZA. We're going to start with... let's see, where is it? We're going to start with... we're going to start with the one we know the least about. So, a new thing called Pokemon XP has been announced for the World Championships of next year. It says that it's supposed to be the World Championships will level up with the addition of an all-new fan experience, Pokemon XP. It is an event that will take place alongside the 2026 Pokemon World Championships competitions in San Francisco. I don't know what exactly this means. I don't think anyone does. But it sounds interesting. Hopefully we'll get more information on it, and tickets for both of these events I think will be purchasable on the 17th of 2025, so roughly a month before ZA itself comes out. Next, let's go with there's been the Max Finale Pokemon Go Fest. Which is basically just like an ending to the Dynamax part of Pokemon Go's life. Ending with Eternatus being added to the game. Next, after that, Pokemon Unite. Pokemon Unite is adding 3 new playable Pokemon, and I believe they're adding some new legendaries. I know Groudon's going to be in. Basically, like the thing you fight toward the end of the game to gain a massive amount of points or buffs. And I know they're adding Groudon to that. I don't know if there's anyone else, but the newcomers are Empoleon, Dhelmise, and Vaporeon. Fitting to see they're all water types, given that we're just coming off of, but we're still in summer. And then I believe, finally, I think this is it for the games. No, it's not. We still have Champions. Okay. Finally, for the currently out games, we have TCG Pocket. That game has had the announcement that Mega Evolution, so Mega Evolution cards, will be coming to the game in fall. I'm thinking around when ZA comes out, but yeah, it'll work the same way it does in the basic Pokemon trading card game. You evolve into a Mega Evolved Pokemon. It's not like putting down the Pokemon and then Mega Evolving it, which I personally think would make more sense, but it's fine. These are basically even more absurd versions of EX cards where they do absurd damage, but if you knock one out, and have absurd health, but if you knock one out, that's game over. It's game over. So you gotta play around, getting your whole match taken from you if your Mega Pokemon dies. Okay, so now for the two that aren't out. Pokemon Champions. It's been announced that this next Worlds after this, so the upcoming one, the VGC part of the Pokemon World Championships will be using Pokemon Champions. This was expected, but not this soon, and it tells us something. It was expected because, of course, it was, right? There was no way that something like Pokemon Champions, which is solely focused on battling like in a competitive setting or just battling, period, wouldn't be at least featured in a Worlds, if not just straight up removing the base games from the focal point of VGC. That part is expected. It was borderline purposely built for this. It has it's called Pokemon Champions. Like, I feel like this was just something that was going to happen. The surprising part was that it's happening with this upcoming Worlds. So that means that between now and I think they happen at the same time, so now and for within the next year, that's when Pokemon Champions will be coming out. Because how are they going to have people using this and not being able to giving them time to actually build their teams within it? So if it's in August, like it usually is, then that means we're looking at absolute latest, we're looking at July for a release date for this game. I'm thinking somewhere around Pokemon Day to April or May. It is a free to start game. There will be paid versions. I can probably see that being like customization stuff for your character if that's available, and like stadiums and stuff, but I don't see that being that's definitely not going to be the stuff that you use to make your Pokemon in game. I think they outright said that that's just not how that's going to work. Anything involving building a team, there's no money involved. So everything else is just going to be cosmetics, or something else. Maybe there will be a gameplay feature. Who knows? Really excited for that. They also mentioned. I'll put this up. They showed art of something called the Omni Ring, which is basically the excuse for having all the gimmicks in one game, which also lends credence that a ring can be used to terrestrialize. So I have some ideas involved with that. But yeah. Champions looks nice. I think all the pictures look pretty. Mega Evolution will be featured in the regulation set for when it takes over for Worlds. And yeah, that's about it for Champions so far. Now we get to ZA. As I said, this is going to be the part where I summarize it, and then my thoughts and questions about stuff will be afterwards in the second section, let's say. So with Legends ZA, we got the introduction of our Link Battle feature. This was the Link play that people were talking about. I kind of expected it to be something like exploring Lumio City, and it very well could still be that very well still could be a thing. It doesn't look like it is, but that very well could still be a thing. But this is mainly for battles, which makes sense. Legends ZA is looking to be a more battle-focused game. This is online games. It's essentially the Link battles from normal Pokemon games, except with the ZA system, and it's an evolution of the Battle Royale the Battle Royale system from Sun and Moon, where you have up to 4 people battling each other. Instead of it being the first to lose, like I think it was first to 3 points, or it was first to lose all their Pokemon loses. It was like first to 3 points wins, or first to, or whoever had more points when someone lost all their Pokemon. The idea sounded interesting, but even when you play it, like I love Sun and Moon, but I think that was a little bit questionable, was the Battle Royale thing, because that just seemed like it was being a little too extra for no reason, instead of just letting it be a normal Battle Royale with like limited Pokemon numbers. This one is kind of a mix between what Sun and Moon did and a normal Battle Royale, where you will be forced to respawn your position if any of your Pokemon faint at all. However, I believe you can still switch Pokemon. Anytime someone knocks someone out, they gain points. They gain a point. Basically, from there, it's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. The person who has the most points wins, and depending on your place, you'll get in-game items for doing them. I think that's for ranked battles, I believe. It also says that ranked battles will also operate like the ZA Royale in the main story, where you start from rank Z, have to go all the way up to rank A. They say up to 4, so I think that could mean that you could do this with just one other person, and just, fight them head on, see who gets the most points. And that's really about it for all the news. Yeah, I think that's about it for all the news. Looking at the images for stuff, I think we can see like one tab that says titles. That seems pretty self-explanatory. And then there's some other stuff that they normally talk about, like how long it takes to get to the link play system. But I will say that from the trailer, it looks like, unlike usually, items are still in this game. In fact, they seem to be randomly dropped for you to use. So that could have some interesting. That could be an interesting wrinkle. It's really shake some things up depending on who gets it. Oh, and also it's time limited. But yeah, other than that, everything else, like items and mega shards or whatever they were. What was it? Mega something. Mega power orbs is what they're calling them. The same things that drop from Rogue Mega Evolution battles, they also drop on the floor here. So yeah, that's it for that. That was off of summary. Now we have my thoughts and questions about specifically ZA, but I think there will be a couple for probably Champions, because I got the rest of them. I think let's just start with Champions then. I think Champions, the main question will be what exactly is also in the game, if there is anything else, besides just battling other people. Like, I was thinking maybe it would be like you could build teams for a CPU and battle against them as well. But it also looks increasingly like there are different stadiums. There could be different stadiums involved. There's there's a lot of possibilities. It looks like the seasons themselves, just like with the normal games currently, there will be seasons. But I wonder if that has any bearing on what you use if you just decide to fight people on your own without the rank stuff involved. There's not really much to say about Champions because we haven't seen much of the game in and of itself. We got, and even then, there's probably not going to be all that much to the game because its sole purpose was being made to facilitate the battles for the championships, and to lower the bar for entry, which is what it's doing. So for champions, right, it was basically going to be what else is there in the game. We'll be able to change the look of our trainer, probably, because they've been all about that recently. So there's not really much to say about champions. But in terms of ZA, oh, you know what? No. Champions did reveal the look of the Omni bracelet, Omni ring, I mean. It looks nice. That's just about all I have to say. We can read the site for it. If we look at champions, let me just look at it real quick. Yeah, so the Omni ring. It looks cool. That's about it. That's all I have to say about it. I like the white on black with the gold and stuff. It looks really high tech. And this game is going to be crazy when it comes to using the multiple gimmicks from the past. But yeah, that's going to be it for that one. For ZA, I really like this trailer. I'm really a fan of the battle system already, thanks to the demo and everything. Speaking of which, the demo that was at Worlds and will be at Gamescom over the next week. Really enjoyed what I watched. Really just mad I didn't get to play it. It looks so fun. I want to try it. Hopefully they'll do something and let us be able to play it at some point before the game comes out, hopefully. But, you know, I've already talked about the gameplay and how much promise I see in it. But this just made it a little bit better, because now there's also these online battles as well. I stand by what I said in one of my first videos. I can't remember which one it was. That people are about to be cancers in this game. I feel like they're gonna find a way to do it. So like that's just something we're just gonna have to prepare for. But I really like how chaotic it looks. It really is like it is a battle royale, just like the name of the ZA Royale itself, just like everything involving the game. It looks pretty high action. I'm interested to see how the different play styles will make those battles turn out. Yeah, there really isn't much to say. I really enjoyed it, but I also liked the trailer because of the fact that we got to see through the pictures a little bit more of the character customization involved with the game as well. There's not much to say about a lot of this. We got to see more hair colors, more clothing options. I really am a fan of what I'm seeing so far. One thing we did learn from the demo is that you can Mega Evolve at any time. You can Mega Evolve multiple times, which is part of the reason why this is why it was so chaotic when we saw it in the trailer, because everyone was using it and potentially even multiple times. And I think that's a pretty interesting wrinkle. I did call that as well. So I'm excited to see how well that works out. And for the battle, we're going to get back to the trainer customization in a minute. But for the battle area, I think you can also change that, or it rotates, which would be interesting to see, because we're only really seeing like park-esque stuff, like just like some grass and a path. There was one with water involved, so I'm really interested to see not like just how the terrain will shape these as well, which is something we really haven't seen a whole lot of. Okay, if we're going to talk about the demo one more time, the demo had you fighting in like tight corridors and basically just rooms, so that was pretty interesting to see. This is basically just a big open field with 4 lanes, which I guess it needs to be given the nature of the battle. Still interested. I want to see what the other zones you'll be in will do for this. Other than that, it's just back to the character customization thing. We only really got to see a couple new outfit stuff, like outfit things. Hold on, let me. I wonder if I can find. I mean, I downloaded the pictures, so it's not like it matters. Let me pull those up. Sorry, I've been up all night, literally all night. I woke up at like 4. It's like 4 something, and I've just been up since then. Yeah, so the first one I really like. We got to see some more hand styles. There's like this sweater vest, like sweater jacket thing that this dude in blue has going on, and I like the hairstyle he has over his face specifically. That's really cool. And a lot of the pants we're seeing, and even that one girl's clothing type, like the skirt and everything, was really interesting to see. And then we also have the people on the battle menu. Like this dude has on like some red, blue, and white and black type thing on. I don't even know what that is. I'm really enjoying, like, the dude with the suit and glasses is crazy, but I'm really enjoying the customization itself. It looks like it has a shit ton of different options. Like the satchel that we have can also be changed as well. I mentioned that I didn't expect there to be a lot of difference in how they looked, and like it's really not. It's just a thing on your hip. But I still find the fact that it does change even that much to be really cool. This is what I was talking about on this picture. I'll put this up. It says screenshot gameplay 1. The dude in blue has like this full like checkered plaid pants on with those dress shoes on. This dude has a lighter version of, I think, the base pants as well. I'm really liking what I'm seeing of this, and we'll probably only see more. Like, one of the things that I know I was asking questions of in literally the last video that went up yesterday, I believe. It went up yesterday, was if there would even be different eye shapes, and the pictures for this basically just answered that question outright. We can see everyone, we can see the beauty marks come back, which is something I also questioned last time. We can see the freckle options, we can see the different eye shapes. So it looks like it really just is Scarlet and Violet's character customization, but with some of the best features from the other ones as well. Specifically going from X and Y and Sun and Moon. Again, Sword and Shield, I'm not quite sure because we haven't seen the ability to just take it, like our jacket off, or anything. That would be really cool, like buying like combos for stuff, but being able to take the jacket off on top of that. I think that'd be really cool. But otherwise, that's about it. I mean, we got to see Mega Dragonite assassinate 3 people at once. If we're going to talk about what's actually the point of the video, that we got this Link battle, basically this Link battle equivalent is looking really fun. I wonder if you can fight with randoms. You probably can, maybe. If not, you can just find like people who are willing to just give you a link code and fight you over the internet. Yeah, that's about it. I don't think we've seen anything else from this. There's not really much else to see, not just from this trailer, but also from the demo. We did get some stuff. It was basically just explanations about how things worked better. But yeah, other than that, that's about it. I'm going to try to get this out today. If I don't get it out today, it'll be tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be streaming the Gamescom opening night tomorrow. Probably not, but it just depends. So yeah, that's about it. I'll see y'all when I see y'all next time. It'll probably be a stream. I don't even know about today. Probably tomorrow. Yeah. Have a nice day.